loving the fact that we're seeing some upset results in this first round. We're going to see Sally Fitzgibbons up against Coco Ho and Bronte Macaulay.
You know, if she's going to serve free and relaxed.
Well, Bronte's got to be feeling a little bit of pressure at the moment. Hasn't put together a great year on the championship tour, and it doesn't really matter what you're doing at the QS level either. If you're not surfing your best at the championship tour level where you really want to excel, it's going to weigh you down a little bit. Here goes Coco now.
For sure.
Looking sharp on the backhand here.
Take a look here at Coco going left. You haven't seen a left in a while, and straight up. I mean, she is so strong on the backhand. You know, we ran into Pop's Michael Ho this morning, and he's been saying, you know what? I'm just going to watch and enjoy. The coaching part's been done with him. He just gets to check it out.
Live action here, Sally Fitzgibbons. Just trying to sprint her way down the line to find something to work with, but she doesn't.
Much of the whole year waiting to use it, so I'm really happy to be able to bring it out here.
And what about the little things? I noticed there's some wax on your feet.
Yeah, just little things make a big difference. The rocks here are super slippery, and I feel like I've been standing on soap on this board, so yeah, it's nice to clean off that grime, I guess.
Well, congratulations on a great heat win. Taking down the, current reigning world champ must feel good.
Yeah, it's definitely a confidence.
Things starting to heat up for Sally Fitzgibbons. Here's a replay of one of her opening rods.
Again, this one was stretched out down the line. A little bigger wave as it moved into the bay. It held its size. And she was able to get a nice finish move as well. So a nice string of moves there for Sally. She'll add to the 5.17, or sorry, she'll add the 5.17 on that wave.
Bronte Macaulay live action. Bronte just opens with a beautiful backhand snap, one of the sharpest backhand approaches on the championship tour.
Nice round style to her approach on the bottom turn. You can see she just loads up and sits back and waits.
Tatiana Weston-Webb and Bronte there at the moment. Bianca making some appearances, but they really do possess some of the best backhand surfing in the ranks. I think there is a bit of a focus on the backhand, considering the first three events of the championship tour. Obviously they have to get sharp if they're going to compete with the likes of Stephanie Gilmore, Sally Fitzgibbons, Tyler Wright, Carissa Moore. Well, that's a beautiful turn. It was,
and I like how she was able to get that head nice and low and turns around that pivot point, and that's
whether you're a title contender or you're chasing qualification. We've seen a couple of upsets already as we check the replay now of Coco Ho. Just two turns, but a nice little combo, Pete.
Well, it will be nice with the fact that she already had the best wave of the heat. And here she goes again.
So we'll see some pretty hefty wave counts, I'm sure, in these heats.
And at the moment, Sally's not in a very good position in this heat either, so super interesting, but she's up and riding now.
She is. She had a 5.17 earlier on for a wave where she did a lot of work. Just a personal opinion, I thought that one would have gone a little higher, but Sal consistently puts up those solid scores, Pete. She's just got to find that section where she can really let go of something.
To come a little bit higher, but again, I think that it's that combination where there were some high impact moves. As you see, a nice little layback snap there, but then the waves lets her down at that final section. But being able to string those maneuvers back to back right away, she was able to. Kind of consistency is one element, but wins is another one for world titles.
Here we go. Coco live action, looking to get rid of a 4.77.
But she's definitely looking at these lefts as the best opportunity. They're a little steeper. They may be a bit shorter, but that little steeper face, and you get the swell coming out of that direction. And that little...
And, man, it paid off. Here we go, Sally Fitzgibbons trying to track down the lead, caught behind for a moment, but this wave starting to serve up some sections. One of the most beautiful rounded forehand arcs in the business.
Base on the on this one, and you see again with those ribs, that wind ribs coming around. And so the section she gets there, the wave face is pretty flat. And so she really wasn't able to kind of get that board up vertical. So it's out in the face, kind of a lot of those maneuvers, so I don't feel like it's going to change much for her.
I do like that acceleration through those calves that Sal's. Well, Bronte up at the moment on the backhand, just floating to get out in front, does well to make up some good ground there, but the wave had tapered off. Was kind of struggling to get something decent on the board, looked left and got her best number, and she's up once again here.
Oh, and that felt like a little defensive move in a way for Sally. She would have just heard that score come in, run it off.
Here we go, Coco up, chasing the lead. She wants to get it back, throws everything into that first turn, but can't quite stick it. Bronte on the right. And she's finding her flow. Nice rhythm here. Needs to get those big high impact turns to turn this one. She's chasing a 6.9. Still chipping away. Still managing to let go of some turns here. Not a lot of points in these maneuvers. But a well-surfed ride for Bronte. Sally is up before the hooter once again. She's trying to get rid of a 6.03. Nice little sequence of maneuvers here from Sal. And she bangs it up through the lip once again. So she might just push a little further ahead of her rivals here, but
that's a nice strong move. She could be giving something for the judges to think about, which right there, you know, 2 nice moves, and then she works it all the way through. Is this a 6.9? And also have to think about if Sally Fitzgibbons betters her 6.03, which is also something that you got to think about. So this is a close finish to this heat. I mean, this is, to me, is just right there on the cusp. I mean, is it better than the 6.93 of Sally Fitzgibbons? Let's take a look first at her last wave here to see if she maybe improves. You know, the only thing there is that she had a little bobble on the second bottom turn, wasn't able to keep that flow straight into another maneuver. But nice strong finish for Sally.
A 7.6, and Sally closes out the heat with the highest scoring ride of the exchange, and she is through to the 3rd round. We're going to take a quick break. More from round 1 in just a moment with Joe Tapel and Martin Potter.